Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our Saturday morning Madden Sims. We're back. The flu is over. The holiday break is over. We are back to business here. And boy, do we got a good one for you today. Because, as I teased on Twitter, not only are the Madden mods back, but I have found a specific one that is supposed to improve the gameplay of computer versus computer simulations. I'm very excited about that. Is there going to be a noticeable difference? No idea. But I think we might get a Lions win out of it. Finally. I was actually looking at the results of our Madden Sims, and the modded Madden Sim is 3 for 3 in correctly predicting the result. Every time we don't run the mod, 2 right out of 11. It's ridiculous. So whatever these modding are doing, they're making the Lions better. Although one of the predictions was that the Bears were going to beat the Lions, and the Bears did. It was at one time. But anyways, hope you guys are having a good weekend, a good week. Hope you guys are ready for an exciting week 18 of football, even if the excitement is not all that much on the Lions' end. There's not a lot of drama in the Lions-Vikings games because it's a long shot for the Lions to get anything but the 3 seed, and it's a long shot for the Vikings to make the playoffs. Which, I mean, could you imagine being here 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, the Vikings were the only team capable of catching the Lions in the division, and now they are on the verge of being eliminated from the playoffs while the Packers are in the driver's seat in terms of a playoff spot. So pretty wild how quickly things can shift. In fact, I go back to just last week, the Rams-Giants game. If you remember the ending to that game, the Giants were driving down the field to win the football game. They stalled hard because of bad play calling, and they had to settle for a 57, 58, 54, I don't know, some sort of relatively long field goal. If they had made that field goal, the Rams' playoff odds would have dropped in that instant to 20%. 20% if they make a field goal there. And by the end of the day, they have clinched a playoff spot. That's just, it goes to show you how this is truly a league in a game of inches. It's crazy to me that they were so close to essentially being almost eliminated from the playoff race to then clinching a playoff spot. Now, by the end of the day, I think they would have been above 20% because the Seahawks lost, right? So it's just very fascinating to me how that all played out. Anyways, MJ Kimball, thank you for the 39 months subscribed to our Twitch channel. Says, I have a nursery full of Twitch babies. Mathematically, that is accurate. 4.5-ish. Quirky Zerky, 29 months subscribed to the channel, says, let's get ready to playoff rumble. Yeah, we're going to have our first ever Lions playoff Madden Sim. I mean, we pretended last year, I remember, when they almost made it. But this is going to be the first legit one. Darth Hippo, Tony, 39 months subscribed to the channel, says, awake for a Madden Sim? Who am I? Hey, I hope that means maybe, just maybe, you're following some of your New Year's resolutions, going to bed early, waking up, getting a full 8. I'd sure like that. I did go to bed at 10 and woke up at 6, so it was close. It was close. Because, I didn't fall right asleep, so it wasn't a full 8. I'm pretty happy with it, though. Anyways, they will announce the playoff schedule probably around or during or after Sunday Night Football. I can't imagine we're going to get anything before then because obviously the Bills, Bills-Dolphins? That's going to have a pretty big impact on what games are going to be played, who wins the AFC East. And so they're going to want to see who wins that to see what the matchups are before they start scheduling things out. So, oh, that's an interesting sleep schedule, Tony. All right. Am I caught up on alerts? I think I am. Thank you for the follows, Uncle Wyatt, My Plums, and the Kinda Cool Kid Joe. Thank you for all the follows. And hey, those of you on YouTube, appreciate you guys as well. All right. As we like to do to kick things off here, I like to look at Madden ratings, and it's been a while since we've checked in on Madden ratings, so let's do it. Panay's up to a 93, which feels like way higher than when we left him. It might be 2 spots higher, or maybe even 3 spots higher. He's a 93, y'all, which long overdue, right? At this point. Oh, speaking of YouTube, hey, Grim, thank you for the subscription over there on YouTube. So the Lions have 3 guys in the 90s. All that feels kind of new to me. When did Amon-Ra get a little boost? Okay, so he's been boosted a little bit lately. He started the season at an 87, up 5 spots. Where did Panay start this season? Okay, so did the Lions not have a single player in the 90s to start the year? Because Panay started at an 86, up 7 points. That's crazy. Frank, up a spot to 91. Where did he start? So he started in 88. Bumps up a spot because of last week, which I don't know if that makes sense or doesn't, but I'll take it. Aiden's up 2 spots after a 3-sack performance. Where did he start the year? Like 80 probably? 81. So Aiden's up 7 spots. Like, this is what happens when you're good. Like, next year, the Lions are going to be a top 10 team in Madden, which is uncharted territory. CJ Gardner-Johnson, I can't imagine he's moved at all. He hasn't. David Montgomery, an 84. Pretty solid for him. I wonder, is Jameer Gibbs is right behind him with an 83. Decker up to an 84, which... Oh, they bumped his catch. Are you kidding me? I see you, Madden devs. Bump up Taylor Decker 4 spots in the catch. I don't know. Is that catch or is that respect or is that twisting the knife? Kind of curious if anything else. So his pass block. Does any other part, his short route running gets bumped up 2 spots? You got jokes, Madden. You got jokes. His awareness did not move. It's not his fault. I wonder if Dan Skipper's awareness dropped. Jameer Gibbs is up to an 83. He started at a 77, so he's up 6. Brian Branch gets bumped up a couple spots. I bet he started way lower than that. 75, so he's up 7. Goff at an 81. I think he's hovered around 80 all season. Oh, he did start it as an 81, but he was as high as an 84 at one point. Understand why he drops after... Well, actually, dropped after the Vikings game? I don't quite understand that. Sam Laporta, just off the top, the first page with an 81 as well. He's up 11. 11 spots. That might be the biggest jump of anybody. 11-spot jump for him. Liam probably didn't move since he's been out the past 4 weeks. Sutton, understandably, down a little bit. Has not moved much all season. Graham's got to have a pretty big jump this year as well. Yeah, just 4 points. But I'm glad to see him jump up. Jump up, and get down. J-Mo, creeping up. It's actually down all year, though. 79 to 78, which is mildly interesting. Kirby starting to climb back up. I'm sure he dipped a little bit in the middle of the season. Now he's up 2 spots on the season. Jack Campbell. Ooh, where did Jack Campbell start the year? So he's only up 2. Oh, yeah, where's Iffy? Iffy should be at least on the second page. Where's Iffy? DPJ. Up 3 spots for Iffy. He was a 69 before this. Wow, look at this. Up 5 spots in awareness. Up 6 spots catching. 6 spots play recognition. 6 spots zone coverage. 1 spot pursuit. Spectacular catch ratings up. Catch in traffic is up. Still, he needs to be up higher than that. But I understand. It's only been 4 games, so. Jonah's dropping like a fly, which hard to kind of disagree here. He's down 1 in the season. He's having a rough go of it right now. Anything else interesting down here? No movement, no. What were we going to? Oh, we were going to look for Dan Skipper. See if they did anything to Dan Skipper. Did I miss him? Probably not. He's probably this low. There he is. Dan Skipper. 58 overall. Yeah. Anything changed for him? Nope. Didn't touch him. Krolik, yeah, they'll be able to resign St. Brown and Panay. They'll be able to make way for it. I mean, it's all about how you format the deals and things like that. You can make it happen. All right. In case you're interested, these are the mods that I'm using. And as you can see, there is literally a Sabos gameplay mod, computer versus computer one, that we're using this time, which we weren't using before. We were just using the gameplay mod before. I don't know what this one's about, but we're using all three of them. I made the computer one the highest priority. So hopefully it works. Okay, waiting on Mandela. Okay. Let's launch it. Let's see if I can get it to work. Last time I tried it earlier this morning and it worked, so I'm confident that it's gonna work. Should we go full screen until? Why on earth do you have large P on my desktop? Is there something called large P? Madden is already running. That's a bad sign. Is there really something called large P on my desktop, or are you just making jokes? I have no idea what that would be. I think you're just making jokes. Hey! David Go Boom! Dave E Go Boom. Thank you for the first time subscription. Oh, I see it. It's okay, so it's large Pee-wee's Big Adventure Blu-ray. I don't know why. Just so you know I'm not lying. It's right there at the bottom, right here. Large Pee-wee. I don't know why it has that, and it's just this picture, which I probably used for some meme or something. I don't know. Why? Okay. All right. This is concerning that it's not. If Madden is already running, maybe I mean, it's not, though. I'm looking at my task manager. It's not already running. Uncle Wyatt, also a first-time subscriber. Thank you, Uncle Wyatt. Appreciate you. You just followed, and now you're subscribing. Love that. Go ahead and start playing. Okay, I'm trying. Does it say it's active? No, it says. All right, we're gonna reset everything. Let's close out EA. Let's make sure it's not. All right, we'll go back full cam. You don't need to see the behind the scenes stuff. EA. Let's close out EA. Get out of here. Great. Now. What's happening? Steel Lion, a full year subscribed to us, says I must love football. I mean, yeah, if you're watching these Madden Sims, if you're a regular Madden Sim watcher, you're a real football fan. I hate using that term. A real Lions fan. Because you certainly aren't watching for me. All right, I need to open Madden Spark first. Done. Great. Then I open up Madden Mod Manager. Done. Activate mods. Select. All right. Guys, my browser history would show nothing. Come on. We've all figured out how to use incognito mode by now. All right. Launch. It is oatmeal. Good eye. Love Twitch chat blocks it, but the chat. What did it block? P? Okay, I think we're good now. The interesting thing is you'll be able to tell it's a mod because it has like a different intro. It's not like the EA Sports intro. There are cookies. I did get this. Well, I wouldn't share my targeted ads like a dummy. That was really funny, though. Jason Whitlock. Why aren't you capturing it? It's on my screen. Please capture. It literally says Sabos Mod on my screen right now. I hope this will still... Oh, there we go. There you go. See? Sabos Mod right next to the Madden. Right next to the M. It's the guy who modded this. Can tell that they're working.
Madden modding community. Now it's in the game.
You guys impressed at how tech savvy I am now? Oh, a little Luda? See, this is... I like the... Alright, so one of the things about the mod is you can't access online, because they're going to think you're cheating if you do. Alright. Let's adjust some rosters, y'all. A lot of changes we're going to have to make for the Lions. We got some people coming back. We got some people that are injured. Fullback is probably the first one we need to take care of. Now, to be clear, it's no guarantee that Jason Kabinda plays, but he's on the practice squad, and Dan Campbell more or less said he was hoping to get Jason Kabinda going this week. So, I'm not sure where he is. I'm not sure why he's not on the team, but maybe he's considered a free agent for some reason. He is. So we are signing Jason Kabinda to the Lions roster. Welcome back, Jason Kabinda. I think he gets called up today from the practice squad. Here's the thing. The Lions have two regular roster spots open and a practice squad spot open. It's almost certain that CJ Gardner-Johnson and Ali McNeil take up the 2 roster spots, which means they still have 2 more call-ups that they can use from the practice squad. Now, I think... I'm trying to remember. I had a theory on how this was all going to play out. Because one option is Ferkser, who is not currently on the team. They cut him, but I didn't even check if he cleared waivers. I assume he cleared waivers. We can check that right now. And so they can sign him today and elevate him today. They could do both in one day. That is technically possible. And the fact that they cut someone from the practice squad last night tells me that they are probably doing that. The other one is Kabinda. They could do both, theoretically. They could raise both those guys. My theory, though, is that the other one is going to be Tyson Alualu. And so, to me, it's either going to be Ferkser or Kabinda and Alualu. But I'm not entirely sure on that. And Ferkser did indeed clear waivers. Anyways, we can discuss that later if you want. No JMO this week. Not a huge surprise, so we got to take him out. Sam Laporta, you can be wide receiver 6. So, I think it probably looks more like this. I think Donovan Peoples-Jones probably steps more into a role while they leave Khalif Raymond to kind of be the gadget guy. But that's probably how it's going to look. Tight end, Brock Wright, still injured. He is also out. So this is where we can either put Kabinda as tight end 3, or we can go grab Ferkser and put him as tight end 3. I imagine you guys don't care enough for me to actually do it, so I'm just going to make it that. Happy New Year, Casey. Thank you. And all to you as well. It's been a very, very... 2023, I know the cool thing to do is complain about how bad the previous year was, but 2023 was actually very, 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 very big for me in a lot of ways, so... I don't think Antoine Green might be active, but I don't think Antoine Green is going to get many snaps in this game. He certainly. I would be very, very surprised if he got any of JMO snaps. I think all those are going to DPJ. We could put Dan Skipper as tight end 3, and in a lot of ways he does kind of carry that role. All right, nothing going on the offensive line. Everyone's good there. What else do we got to deal with here? Let's add a Liam. That's it, right? I'm not missing anybody. Brock Ray. Oh, James Houston's not going to play, but that's fine. He's not on the roster yet anyways. Alemic. Oh, he's already there. Ready to go. Okay. We'll leave it there. Benito is questionable with an illness, but I believe he was a full practice on Friday, so he's good to go. Decker is tight end 3. You guys. I think we're good on all of this. Corner. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. It might be Vildor. It might be. Where's Dorsey? Oh, we should at least put him in the mix here. He's certainly higher than Gilmore. In fact, I mean, if we're being honest, it probably looks more like this in terms of your depth chart. All right. This is where we have a decision to make, chat. Who do you want to be the 2 starting safeties? It's obviously not Tracy Walker. Do we want Gardner Johnson and Iffy? I'm guessing that's what you guys probably want, but I could go either way. I mean, what do we do with Kirby? Be aware, if we do this, the Madden rating could overall. I mean, Madden's not gonna like us putting a 69 overall. Although he's a 72 at free safety. What's CJ Gardner Johnson at strong? 81. Maybe that's the better way to do it. Like that. Kirby at free safety. If he's strong safety, have Gardner Johnson backing up both spots. I don't know. What do we're going to need to come to some sort of agreement here, and I don't know the best way to do it. Madden is not terribly fond of Fatu Melifanu. We saw that they improved him a bunch. He was a 69. Now I think he's a 71. Or 72, is it? 72. It is a little wild. Now, what's going to happen in real life is it seems like just all 3 of those guys are going to get some playing time, and based on how upset CJ Gardner Johnson seemed yesterday, he might get kind of the short end of the stick a little bit. I don't know if it's going to continue to be that way, like as he continues to get healthier and get his feet under. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want CJ to be the backup at both spots? Do you want CJ to start somewhere? Do you want Kirby or Iffy to start in the other spot if we are? Shredder, unfortunately, we don't know what the playoff schedule is going to be like. Could be Monday. There's a playoff game on Monday as well, unfortunately. CJ and Iffy. Like I have it here. All right, and we'll just have Kirby back up both spots. I don't know why he's not here. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Gardner Johnson's pec is apparently completely healed at this point. All right, we'll keep it like that. I think we're good then. We're good on the Lions side. Let's go to the Vikings real quick. Oops. All right. So, of note... Oh, I could have done sub-package stuff, too. Oh, well. Forget it. Let's make sure they got the quarterback right. So, if I'm not mistaken, they also announced that Josh Dobbs is going to be the backup in this game. So, hold on to your butts. We might see some Josh Dobbs on Sunday. And we all know how we feel about mobile quarterbacks. I believe one of their running backs is hurt, isn't he not? Nope, I lied. I thought for some reason Madison was ailing, but apparently not. They are going to miss Jalen Naylor, which no one cares about because he's already 5. Yeah, we can just forget about that. They will be missing their starting right tackle. Christian Darrisaw, it's worth mentioning, is questionable with an illness, but I don't think there's a big concern there. Let's go to right tackle where Brian O'Neill has been declared out. He is dealing... Let's put Questenberry there. He's ranked higher. We'll just take Brian O'Neill out. He's dealing with what? Ankle injury. He did not play in the previous matchup as well. He oddly did play against the Packers last week, but he missed a game, came back, and now will miss this game as well. Chandler gets more reps than Madison. Do you want to? Should you? Okay, I can flip that. I think you're right. We'll flip that. That's fine. What else? Obviously, no T.J. Hawkinson, but he's not in there. Byron Murphy, Jacqueline Roy, defensive tackle. He is out. So we'll just say Dean Lowry. There you go. You're the backup. Worth noting that, oh God, what's his name? Oh, DJ Wanham is on IR after the Lions game, so he's not playing this week. Byron Murphy out. Their highest rated corner out in this game. Okay. Oh, so is Mekhi Blackman. Both of them are out? Yeah. All right. Well, they're hurting in the secondary. Clearly. Wait, why is... Oh, because he's a safety. All right. Theo Jackson. I'll be honest, I don't know who that is, but we'll just make him third in there. Okay. Doesn't Metellus kind of play a ton? Or maybe he's their nickel, right? Let's just look at their sub stuff. Make sure nothing... Ha! Caught you. Nice try, man. Okay, I think we're good. Did I miss anything, chat? Last chance to yell at me. Madison is their power guy. That's fine. All right, looks good to me. All right, let's get to it. Only a half an hour into this thing, and we're finally going to get it started. It would be cool to get both backs over. All right, so it's worth noting. 81, 78. 81, 78. We're all clear. 81 to the Lions, 78 to the Vikings. All right, what do we want the Vikings to wear? Ooh, they're purple. Remember the line. Do we want to go what the Lions are going to wear, which is the all grays with the blue helmet? Because I kind of like all grays versus all blues a little bit. I don't know if we know what the Vikings are wearing yet. How's this different than the Color Rush? Oh, this has like a yellow number. Do we like the yellow number or the white number better? Make them wear something ugly. They don't have. If I recall correctly, they don't have that many ugly jerseys. This is like full-on Dante Culpepper right here. Yeah, see, that's it. Disagree with what? I think we go this. Sorry, Matthew. Purple is kind of an elite uniform color, though. I'm not going to lie. All right. So I see some debate about whether we want to wear the grays or if we want to wear the blue helmet with literally anything else. What do we think? Either say all grays or whatever else you want that with. Literally anything else. They don't have black uniforms in this, do they? Or maybe they do. It's a lot. You know what? It's close enough where I think we got to do a poll here. Yep. Got to run a poll. We're going to run a poll here on Twitch. Sorry, YouTubers. It's just easier for me to do it this way in the streaming software I have. Unis, all grays, anything else. All right, 1 minute. You're just going to get 1 minute to vote. It should be there at the top of your chat. Though there's also an ad break. Refresh your stream if you don't see it. Poll at the top. It is literally a 50-50 split right now. Oh, now Grays are starting to pull ahead. By the way, I still don't know which one I prefer in my spelling of Grays. Gray or Grey? Because I believe they're both acceptable. Wow, there are a lot of you that want to wear the all grays. Okay. A Pedialyte ad. You got a Pedialyte ad? Which guy do you prefer? I think I prefer EY. Which one is British? AY? All right. Grays ran away with it. I'm shocked. All right. We made that very easy. It is Gambo time, chat. 8-minute quarters. It's a 1 o'clock game. It's in Detroit. The Lions are an 81. The Vikings are a 78. We have a mod on that is specifically designed for accurate computer simulating. So, I'm going to make the line in this game Lions by 3.5. Lions by 3.5. And so if you're over here on Twitch, again, sorry to YouTubers, there's no way to add this feature to YouTube because there aren't channel points you can gamble on YouTube. So, who wins the Madden Sim? And you are not picking straight up. You are either picking Lions minus 3.5, which means you think the Lions are going to win the Sim by 3 points, by more than 3 points, or you are picking Vikings plus 3.5, which means the Lions will either win by 3 points or less, it'll tie, or the Vikings win. So if you think the Lions are going to win by by 4 points or more, you're picking Lions minus 3.5. Any other outcome, you are picking Vikings plus 3.5. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to gamble as many channel points as you want. Joshua, the Lions are an 81. The Vikings are a 78. The mod is on. We have a mod that is currently on that is specifically designed for computer simulating. So, there you go. You're having breakfast at Flapjacks? Ooh, what are you eating? What is, guys, what at like a standard diner, what is your go-to breakfast order? Are you a pancakes guy, an omelet guy, an eggs breakfast combo kind of person? Biscuits and gravy? Ooh, eggs Benedict. Okay. I'm usually just like an eggs combo guy. Like, get me 3 eggs over easy, some bacon, sausage, toast, hash browns. Just a classic American breakfast. I'm all about that. I do. So RGA has the eggs with pancakes combo. That's too much food for me. Like, if you're throwing pancakes into that combo, oh man, that's just a lot of food. Yeah, eggs and hash brown, elite combo. But like, I'm with an experiment. Like, there is no such thing as a bad. All these are good options. Some days I'll feel like biscuits and gravy. That, again, that's kind of like a pit of your stomach to start your day type of thing. So I have to be in a certain mood for that. But bagels and lox is probably my favorite breakfast to ever have. But you have to be at a specific place for that. I'll do omelets. I don't order pancakes or waffles very often, but like if I'm at like a breakfast buffet or like a continental breakfast, then I'll splurge on some carbs. Hash browns have a 99 PFF grade. Facts. That's right, hunka chunka. Community remains my go-to TV show on my phone while I go to bed every single night almost at this point, because I used to have like a rotation when Parks and Rec and other shows, but those are harder to access now. Ooh, that's a good point, thick boy. Breakfast sandwich. Also, yeah, that's the thing. There's just so... You can't go wrong. Eggs Benedict. I'm not a huge Eggs Benedict guy. I have nothing against it. It's just... I think it's the sloppiness of it. It's just that makes it tough. Yes. Oh no, I'm not current. So I have not watched this week's episode of Fargo. That is probably something I'm going to do either today or sometime early next week. If I can get it in, I have some chores I got to run before the games tonight. I'm going to sit and watch both because it almost feels like the playoffs start this week with the games today. Let me look at the channel points here. 75% of the channel points are on the Lions, -3.5. Including my buddy Marvin, 173,000 on the Lions, -3.5. What has gotten into you, and why are you up? Two-part question. Krolik, on the other hand, 50,000 on the Vikings +3.5. You just doxed yourself. I didn't say who it was. Breakfast burritos, yeah. Like if you can get a chorizo, egg, salsa, maybe some potatoes in there. Oh, now I want that. Ooh, challah bread French toast. AZ Lions fan, you and me are best friends now. Challah bread makes the best French toast, and most people don't know what challah bread is. Dang, that is so good. Yeah, no, we the only wrong answers for breakfast are English breakfasts with beans in it. I don't know why I'm starting this rivalry with our British friends, but it's funny. I don't know what's a comp TV show to Community. What's a show that's most like Community that's out there? I really want to watch the Curse. More like that's the TV show I want to watch more than anything right now, but it's on Showtime. It's Nathan Fielder's new show with what's her name? Has anyone in here watched The Curse? 30 Rock's pretty good. Ooh, the good. You know what? I did fire up The Good Place recently to rewatch that. It rules. It's great and very cringy. Oh man, someone needs to give me Emma Stone. That's right. Someone needs to give me their Showtime login. Don't actually do that, but I think Ryan's gonna do it for me. Good Place is great, but it's not like Community. Yeah, that's also probably true. But I can get why someone who likes Community would also like that. All right, it's time to get going here. Let's get it going. As much as I could sit here and talk about food and comedy shows all day. And I could. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's get into it. Let's play some Madden. And by play, I mean watch. The Good Place is a very unique show. Like, it's a comedy. It can be raunchy at times, but extremely silly. And it's also obviously very philosophical as well. I don't know if there's a show out there like it. And to me, that show made it onto network TV is fascinating. That does not seem like a network TV show. If you're rewatching Arrested Development, just make sure you stop after season 3.
It's the NFL.
Ooh, BoJack would make a good rewatch. I haven't rewatched that show.
Inside the NFC North, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Coming up next.
No, season 4 isn't that bad, but the first 3 seasons were elite. In fact, I would even go as far as maybe the first 2 seasons are elite. The whole, like, MRF stuff doesn't age particularly well.
Has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field.
All right, Vikings starting with the ball. Do not get to the 25-yard line on the opening return.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
Yeah, that's
Leading them
also
out,
true.
A player who turned a memorable debut into now a 6-year NFL career out of Southern Miss.
Florio's just a weirdo, man. He's an
I know
oddball.
he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism.
You just have to accept Florio for who he is. Of course, like he's still talking about it. I mean, I just tweeted about it this morning, so.
All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong.
All right, let's see this Lions defense. New and improved. Justin Jefferson, who tore the Lions up the first time around, picks up 7 on the first offensive play of the game. I do love Beavis and Button. Do America. That movie made me fall in love with the song Love Roller Coaster.
You tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position.
I've seen some of the new season of Futurama. It's fine. It's not. It's consistent with the rest of the series. Tyson Chandler gets tackled 1 yard short of the first down. Motown.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an
Was Pittman already in there? Oh, could not stop him short. Not watching Futurama on principle? What, just like they need to move on and stop rebooting that show and create something different? How was Disenchanted? That was made by the same people, right? Was Disenchanted any good? I never watched it.
And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down?
Mullins back pass. Plenty of time now. Here comes Aleem McNeil, who takes him down. First game back, and on the very first drive, Aleem McNeil takes him down for 8. Man, yeah, that's kind of the gist I got. There's also that new Fox animated show that's like Greek mythology based or something that I believe Dan Harmon's involved in, that got me interested, but I watched like 2 minutes of it and I'm like, this is not good.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and
Aleem
18.
is almost certainly going to be back. Oh, here comes the blitz right up the middle. Oh, got it away. Mullins only gets 4 out of that one. 3rd and long here. Yeah, that Cropolis show. Has anyone watched that? I've heard literally nothing about that, but it didn't look appealing.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches him.
All right, big 3rd down here. The Lions look like they are going in a dime formation here. Only 4-man rush. Nope, they're going to send 2 blitzers. They both get picked up wide open over the middle, but Mullins missed him. C.J. Gardner-Johnson in coverage. For some reason, he wants a flag. He wasn't even close to touch. And the Lions defense gets a stop after just allowing 1 first down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep.
Did I say that? No, Wizard. Thank you, by the way, for the 34 months subscribed to the channel. Says can't believe it's already the end of the regular season, right?
Fielding just inside the 20.
The thing that's gonna feel jarring is like if or when the Lions get eliminated, it's gonna just be. It's going to be immediate. Like, we're going to be excited and talking about the playoffs and talking about what's ahead, and then, like, suddenly it's going to be over. And then suddenly we have 9 months of offseason ahead of us. And that, I'm not looking forward to that feeling, I can tell you that much. Oh, I didn't see it. Have they done this yet? I'm sure they have. Goff fires over the middle. Josh Reynolds wide open. Picks up about 20 on the first play as the Lions already down to midfield. Good protection from the offensive line, and Goff stepped into that one. The Pintar, thank you for the 11-month subscribe to the channel, says, hey, man, let's crush the Vikings, man. Welcome, Detroit. Did you want me to do that in a Dan? I can't do a Dan Campbell. Did anyone get their It's a Lock shirt yesterday? Someone did.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I literally got it yesterday, too. That's funny. They all just came in at the same time. They give it to Montgomery. Shakes little guys. Finds a hole. Breaks a tackle and picks up 9. I didn't get the hat. I'm not that big of a hat guy. Someone once told me that it can expedite balding, and then even though I never looked it up and deep down I don't think that's true, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to wear hats just in case. Montgomery runs into his own guy. Can he fall forward and pick up the first? They gave it to him. He looked short to me, but they gave it to him. 1st and 10 as he's a little slow to get up there. And he's already teleported to the sideline. What did I say? Expedite. What did I don't know what I said. I assume that's not true. Yeah, I assume it's not true.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery.
Montgomery back in, breaking some tackles again, picks up 8.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8
I didn't say excrement, I'm pretty sure.
Someone's looking fresh in his own line is definitely
RGA, I kind of love that.
If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Yeah, did that push him over 1,000? I think that pushed him over 1,000. I said Expedia.com. Little play action here. 2nd and 2 is perfect for play action. Let me see some play action. Or just give it to him. Oh my God, Daniil Hunter crushed him. And that time it looked like he got it, and they're going to call 3rd and inches.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported.
Expedite.
I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lions going shotgun here, 3rd and inches. He's going to throw. Quick throw, and he missed him. He missed Amon-Ra, I believe. Maybe Josh Reynolds. 4th and inches. Let's see. First decision time here for Dan, who's criticized heavily for being a little over-aggressive last week. Be about a 49-yard from here. And they are going to kick it. It'll be a 48-yarder. This is very un-Dan Campbell-like.
This from 48.
That kick is up.
And that is no good.
He missed it.
This will remain a scoreless game.
The kicker woes continue as Michael Badgley misses a 48-yarder.
Which was okay, but for one slight hiccup.
Yeah, you've got to make the kick.
All right.
That might be a decision to regret.
I'm deleting the mod.
And he's gotta
Mod's
be
getting
regretting
deleted.
it already.
The Vikings taking the field here for
Yeah,
their
there's no
second
way
game.
the real Lions don't go for it there, but it's going to cost them this time. Lions miss. The Vikings now take over with relatively good field position. Quick snap here from the 38-yard line. Plenty of time for Mullins. He's going to check this one. No, he's not going to check it down. He's going to try to hit KJ Osborne, but overthrows him. Jack Campbell there in coverage.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Listen, I didn't download the Dan Campbell mod. That was the problem. Another 4-man rush. He's coming for him. Levi Onwuzurike with a 12-yard sack. That was clearly a screenplay, but Mullins couldn't get it out because Levi was already on top of him. The 2nd sack of the day for the Lions. First one this season for Levi. I made that up. That might not be true. But it feels like it almost certainly is true. So I've seen like 7 or 8 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows, Shredder, and I like it, but I liked the movie a little bit better, and then I just stopped watching for no particular reason. Like, it is a good show, for sure. Mullins, a wobbler, and it's picked off! Who stepped in front of it? I still can't see a number. I think it's C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and it is! His first game back, Gardner-Johnson picks off Nick Mullins, and the Lions are in business. Down to the Vikings' 28-yard line. Oh, wow. Look at that pass wobble. Tried to force it in, and both Lions defenders were right there. Gardner-Johnson is the one to jump in front of it, and the Lions quickly make up for the missed field goal and are already in field goal position.
As they search for the first points of the ball game.
Oh, jumped off. Give him the free play.
Who is this against?
All right. Fine. Fine,
And
I'll take it.
that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert.
Would the Vikes start
Don't
blow
jump
off our
early
practice
and
squad
give
if they
them
could?
free yardage.
I mean, they could have offered to
Here
sign
start
him.
the drive
They could have
after the
tried to sign him
penalty.
off the
It's
Lions
first and
practice squad if they
5.
wanted. Probably would have had him too.
Now a play fake.
A little play action, but the Vikings did not buy it, and the blitz is there. Jordan Hicks comes down with half a sack there.
For their team's first sack of the game.
Now, how about that?
Good news is that happened on 1st and 5. Lions still in this, not too far behind the sticks.
And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
It looks like Brad Allen.
Big Mike.
What's the name of the crew this week? It's another Brad, right? It's Brad. I don't know. Brad something. Empty backfield here for Jared Goff. Vikings sending an extra blitzer, and he throws it right at a Vikings defender who drops it. Booth had it. I believe that's Andrew Booth. Young defender had it right in his hands. Oh, yeah, we are simulating playoff games. You betcha. Brad Rogers. Mr. Rogers.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they
Now
need
Lions are in a
something to even
precarious
get into
situation
field goal
here.
range on
3rd and
down.
12.
From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got some time. He's going to uncork. Nope. What are you doing, Jared Goff? Delete this mod.
Took a chance with that one.
Throws that one right at Josh Metellus, who drops it. What is happening?
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing
And now
touchdown.
Badgley goes out there to kick another 47-yarder.
Michael Badgley ready for the field goal
Missed
try.
the first one. This one's going to be a yard closer. Can he make this one?
And this one is no good.
He missed it again! This one goes wide left.
So it's a letdown there.
And
They get the
Badgley is
tremendous
0 for
position
2
following
from
the turnover,
47.
But they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you getting you the ball on this side of the 50.
We're gonna have to have a talk with the mod developers here.
Now out comes Minnesota. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half.
This is a Thursday night game. Certainly feels like it.
0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Plenty of time for Mullins. Gonna throws one over the middle, finds his receiver there. Tight end, that guy, Oliver. Josh Oliver. John Oliver.
You're exactly right.
Last week tonight, made the catch.
Offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get?
That's
some
the thing.
points?
Like, I think Madden, their developers have a weird, like, thing with. Oh my God, he's wide open and he gets the edge all the way down inside the lines. 30. Tyson Chandler, a big run there. But I feel like anything from like 45 or longer, like it looks horrible and has like a 50% chance of being made, if that. If he given a little shove there. Anzalone's hairs is defying gravity. Developers don't know ball.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Last few plays here of the first quarter. Mullins back to pass. Plenty of protection. He's going to hit his tight end again. Nice hit there from C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But he'll pick up 5 before that, and that'll probably be the last play of the first quarter. 0-0 ball game. Lions seemingly have had control all game, but 2 missed field goals leave this one scoreless. And the Vikings are now threatening to score themselves. Not a lot of offense so far.
The football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5
Yeah,
situation.
it's a good question, Detroit Fanatic. You'd like them to be a little bit more unpredictable. I get that.
Throw off play action.
Mullins runs straight into Charles Harris. He saw Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge and is like, I'm going the other way. Little did he know Charles Harris was there waiting for him. And now the Vikings are backed up for about a 47-yard kick. Let's see if they can cut into that, maybe even pick up a first down here. Lions showing 5 guys on the line. Mullins in the shotgun. He got someone to jump off. I think Alex Anzalone jumped off sides there. He sure did. That's going to get him closer.
And sometimes the position designation really
This mod is a little bit too heavy on the offsides. There should be more offensive offsides based on how the real world is working. Much more third and manageable here. Line's going to send a blitz. Brian Branch runs into Aiden Hutchinson, who forces Mullins outside, and Levi picks up another sack. This one might put him out of field goal range. Levi's got 2. The Lions already have 4 sacks on the game. What is going on?
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that
Levi.
because they've got to say to themselves right now,
Gonna be about
have to do
a
something
52-yarder from here. The Lions have missed a couple of 47-yarders. Let's see if the Vikings kicker is a little better. But the quarterbacks are moving, but it's almost like they're moving worse. So this is gonna be officially a 51-yarder.
On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
That kick is up. It looks long enough.
That is no good.
He misses it too. No one can make field goals longer than 45 yards on this mod.
Made a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first
I believe that one goes wide left as well. It does.
but it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Kevin O'Connell can't believe it.
The Lions offense set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action.
All right, let's see if the Lions can get on board. First, they're going to fake it to Gibbs. Plenty of time for Goff. He's going to back up. Going to throw a deep shot. Jump ball for St. Brown, and it is broken up by Josh Metellus, I believe.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in.
Shadow, by the way, thank you for the
And it winds
follow.
up incomplete.
Oh, sorry. I'm on the Twitch chat again. Let me make sure. YouTube's being heard as well.
2nd and 10.
Empty set here for the Lions. 5 wide, including Laporta in the slot to Goff's right. He's looking. He's going to throw to Laporta. Turns it upfield. Picks up 8, it looks like. Sets up a 3rd and 2. Goff is feeling pretty good about that. Lions at midfield now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now just a much
YouTube.
better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, you guys want to do a spin on the Wheel of Pain at halftime? I think we're due. I still got like 9 to give you guys. Gonna run this one and pick up the first down and more. He's off to the races. David Montgomery all the way down inside the Vikings 30, down to the 27-yard line before Harrison Smith got him, and Montgomery throws the ball at him right in the veteran Harrison Smith's face. Disrespect from David Montgomery.
Why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking
Big hole
pass
there.
in that
Lions starting to get the
situation
run
as
game
opposed to
going here,
run.
but not this time. No, he breaks it out. Breaks a tackle. Ooh, and if he had broken one more, that could have been a big play. But David Montgomery did everything he possibly could to get back to the line of scrimmage there, and in fact, I believe picked up a single
He
yard.
just flowed from his D tackle position in order to make that play.
This is the Lions' 3rd trip inside the Vikings 40-yard line. 0 points so far. So you can finally come away with points here. Probably want 6. Montgomery again. Give me a face mask. Flag on the play. Are we going to get a hold or a face mask? Face mask. Great call. Great call. That's half a distance to the goal. Oh, that does make sense. I disagree.
Defensively, they had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop.
He
but
disappeared.
Gets up just a little
Oh,
too
Lions
high.
hurrying to the line
And
here.
that's
At the
what they
11-yard
chose
line, you
to
got Gibbs in the
and that's gonna
shotgun
get called every
to Goff's
time.
left.
On
Goff
first
takes a
down,
snap,
it's
looking,
gone.
gonna go wide open. Josh Reynolds picks up 7 yards, down to the Vikings 5-yard line. Lions can still get a first down at the 2
First down, but a very
as we
consistent
cross
type
over
of play.
5 minutes
That
left
slant,
in the second
a lot of
quarter.
people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass
I did
is
see some of
completed,
those
'cause you hit a
billboards
guy
right by
run
the
like
Lions
that,
facility.
You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down.
They're going to give this one to Gibbs. Rushes to the line, down towards the goal line, and he's just short, but he picks up the first down, down inside the 1-yard line, and the Lions are on the doorstep.
Into the end zone.
Here we go now.
Line's going to hustle the
First
line.
and goal.
Empty backfield. Goff is going to take this one from the shotgun. 5 wide. 3 dudes right, 2 dudes left. Easy, wide open receiver. Did he?
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Every single receiver was open there.
Surprised that wasn't a
And he was out of bounds.
You know I'm old school. I want to run the ball.
What happened there? It looked like he was inbounds, but maybe he had stepped out first. Detroit is challenging the play here.
They want a challenge, and they're going to
The question here is, did he step out first and then step inbounds? That's inbound. Both his feet are in.
Obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hoping?
I'm pretty sure he possessed the ball, announcer. That's 6. That's 6, baby. Okay. I guess they overturned it. They didn't want to announce it, but they overturned it. That's a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Extra point by Badgley.
And hey, we have a made kick.
And that makes the
Congratulations.
score 7-0.
We have a made kick. Oh, you guys didn't tell me. I'm overmodulating here a little bit. Let me take my own volume down a little bit. Maybe it's just because I'm yelling. Yes, the banner is already up. They'll just have kind of a ceremony. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's either going to unveil it or they're just going to talk about it.
And kick this one away.
Now I'm too quiet? Am I really too quiet? I'm looking at my levels and I look like I'm pretty high.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Just a little?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
All right.
Last time.
Just a little bit. There.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves,
Let's stick with
okay,
that.
do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would
I
dare
did
say
not
that
see
the answer
that.
would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in
For
their kicker.
Richardson. Who's
But just to
Richardson?
be on the safe
Oh,
side,
wide
so
open.
their offensive
Oh,
line-
slips a tackle.
Closer.
Tyson Chandler
Rather
having a
get in
good
the
start
end
to this
zone
game.
first and foremost, but if all else
Anthony
fails,
Richardson?
less of a field goal attempt for him.
That makes sense.
But how many times do we say in this game that
Turn the
speed
game down a
kills,
tad?
and it does it in so many
I can do
different
that. But you guys are going to have to remind me when we're on the podcast to turn Ryan and Chris up.
But also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the
Mullins
secondary.
trying to retaliate. Here comes John Kaminsky, but he gets it out in time. Finds KJ Osborne for 6. Stops the clock as he gets out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Well, they're only quiet because I turned down the desktop audio, which is where their audio comes through. So if I'm turning down the desktop audio now so that you don't hear the game, it's going to be down during the next podcast. I'm going to have to remember to turn them back up.
Here's Chandler.
Not much room here for Tyson Chandler, except he makes a move and finds room to the outside. He's gotten free 3 or 4 times already in this game, and now the Vikings are in business here. Down to the Lions' 33-yard line with less than 3 minutes left to go in the half.
Line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this
Yeah,
drive.
I'm the stream
We have
host.
to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs
You
that
want me
we're
to do an
seeing,
NPR
they
call
don't
of the game?
result without everyone else being involved as
I
well.
don't think I could
Blocking
do
on the
that.
perimeter has to take place downfield too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Give back to Chandler. Breaks a tackle, but is only going to pick up a couple there. Good defense by the Lions.
Second down.
They went right back to him, but
Just
he
realized I had an article go up on Pride of Detroit, and I forgot to tweet it.
Good. That one maybe
And I
was a
also
little
don't know if
tired.
anyone edited
He
it.
should have tapped out and had a second back come in
Nope.
and maybe make that
Cool.
run. Who knows?
This
Every
is 2nd and
possible
8.
wild card opponent for the Detroit Lions. New article up on Pride of Detroit, in case you're curious.
They'll set up a throw.
Here comes the blitz, and there's... You didn't miss that time. Derek Barnes takes down Nick Mullins. Already the 5th sack of the game for Detroit, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Take him down on
What's up, Helen? Thank you for the follow. And thank you, Ron Blade, for the follow as well.
Second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
3rd and a mile here for the Vikings. They are continually getting into these situations because the Lions' pass rush keeps getting home. Looking. He's going to check this one down. Might get them into field goal range. The Lions call a timeout here, though. They want more points.
Well short of the 1st down. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
This will be a 50-ish yarder. He missed one from 51 earlier. This one is up. It's long enough, and it is good. We finally have a made field goal.
It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with
Cinnamon bears, delicious or trash? What's a cinnamon bear? I don't know what a cinnamon bear is.
You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared.
I didn't speak with Derek that much. I feel like I kind of wanted to leave him alone, to be completely honest. He talked about it after the game, I believe, and I don't know.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. David Montgomery.
Gummy bears with hot cinnamon flavor? I mean, I tried. That sounds kind of good. I've never had one, though. All right, Lions trying to work the 2-minute drill here. 2 timeouts, a minute 50 left. Going right over the middle first and overthrows his target there. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, 1:48 left. And I think it's time for this play. There it is. Touchdown play, getting dialed up.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Goff looking, plenty of time, starting to run out of it. It's going to throw this one to the sidelines and throw it away. 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Goff couldn't find anyone open on that one. Waited, and couldn't find anyone. Now Lions in danger of getting the Vikings the ball back.
A big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Goff in the shotgun once again. David Montgomery. You get a free play. You get a free play. He's going to get sacked, though. Tried to escape Josh Metellus. Couldn't. Taken down from behind. The good news, though, free play. You would have liked to see him just uncork one just to give him a chance. But they'll get another shot here, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you
I do think they probably extend Goff this offseason. Favorite game I've ever been to? That's a great question. Over the middle again and overshoots his target again. Not Goff's greatest work there. 3 straight incompletions, and the Lions are going to punt with a minute 36 left, and the Vikings have all 3 of their timeouts. Best game I've been to. Man, I feel like there's got to be a lot of really good choices, and there isn't one specific one that's coming to mind.
Here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Powell on the return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return, and it will be
Minnesota last year was pretty good.
There again is the running back as he trots
the Panay Sewell catch game, that one was pretty good.
Here in the 2nd quarter, can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
God, there has to be a better one than that, though. Gonna check this one down. Is that KJ Osborne again? It sure is. He's tackled inbounds, which will let the clock run. Let's see if this mod fixes anything with 2-minute drills here. So far, not so good.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Goff does still have one more remaining year on his contract, yes. He can be extended for however many more they want.
2nd and 2.
Here comes, oh, takes a shot as he uncorks the ball. Incomplete. Justin Jefferson in single coverage with Kindle Vildor there. And Vildor gets the better of him. Good for him. Dan, it's your birthday tomorrow, and I'm asking for a win. My question request, can you do a poll to see how many in the chat are doing dry January? This January, baby, I hate dry January. Okay, I'll do that at halftime. I was not at the fake spike game, sadly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
He did not get out of bounds there, so it does force the Vikings to use their first timeout.
The clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
That's cool, kicker puncher.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on.
All right, Vikings trying to cut into the Lions lead, maybe even take the lead themselves. Mullins going to throw a quick one, slant, way overthrows his target end and actually hits C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the feet. Who gives the receiver a little shove there after helping him up. I think best decision what the Lions could do is trade Goff for a first-round pick. Maybe to the team Ben Johnson goes to and start Hooker. Would you agree? It's a very huge risk. Having no strong opinion about Hendon Hooker, I feel like that's overly risky for no real reason. I mean, if that works out and Hendon Hooker's great, yeah, do that. But that's a pretty big heap of trust on Hendon Hooker, who has practiced for a month.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
3-man rush from the Lions. Mullins going to go deep on a rope. Nice defensive play there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who is having one heck of a return. Has an interception, broke that one up for K.J. Osborne, and it's time for the Vikings to punt. Big punt there. Some room, though, for Khalif, who tries a weird-looking spin move. Gets tackled at the 19, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is for. Holding on the Lions, which means they're going to start inside their own 10-yard line. Gardner-Johnson is the one called for it. Lions, 26 seconds, 2 timeouts. Normally, I think you just take this one to halftime, but the Lions are lined up in shotgun 4 wide, and they are going to throw it. Goff looking, going to throw to the sidelines. Hit Sam Laporta, who has to come back to get it. Only picks up 2, is stopped out of bounds. Looked inbounds to me. 20 seconds left.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that,
actual apple pie moonshine probably approached 180 proof. Do you taste any apple pie, or is it just nail polish? Goff, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? Okay, the Lions are at their own 21 with 15 seconds left. They need about 60 yards in 15 seconds. 60 is an exaggeration. More like 50. Can we just run the ball? Can we just get to halftime?
On first down.
Apparently not. Okay, that's worth it. Yeah, check down. Are you going to call timeout now? Or can we end this charade?
And that will bring up second down.
All right, that's the end of the half. Very strange end of the half.
7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports.
All right, we're going to have to watch the first play, and then I'll pause it. Then we'll run a poll to see how many of you are doing Dry January. Then we will also spin the Wheel of Pain.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Yeah, someone tried to explain to me what happened at the Rose Bowl with the timeout situation. Like, because on the broadcast, it made it seem like Alabama called the first one, Michigan called the second one. But someone was telling me Michigan called the first one because they had the wrong formation or something, and they didn't have a guy out there for the first kneel down. And then Alabama called the second one. I don't know. Either way, it did not make sense to me. Dry January just means people who typically either socially or regularly drink do not for an entire month, just to see if they can do it. Be a little healthier. All right. Let's go full screen. We'll run that poll because I'm a little bit curious. I don't typically do those sort of things because in general, I'm a person who's very good about moderation. So I don't do like a no sugar or no pop or no whatever. Give you a 2-minute poll. In the meantime, let me get the spin wheel all set up. We did not do all the wheel spins. I'm willing to do 2 right now. I believe we are... What do I have? 9 left, chat? 9 left and 2 big ones? 2 extreme wheel of pains? I still want to build habits and be healthier in general. I don't exercise enough. I probably eat fast food too much. I'm not going to do all 9. Streamlabs. Only 3 of you doing dry January so far. Ryan has not eaten his bowl of beans yet either now. Trying to poop less and eat more? Feel like you can only really control one of those things. Man, I open up Google Chrome and it screws everything up. Like, I'm super delayed for you guys, right? Sure, we can count that, Jill. Good for you, Shredder. Yeah. Ryan eating that garlic was hard to watch, but also hilarious. Why are we so delayed? Ah! There we go. All right. What do we got on here right now? What can I actually do? I can do whipped cream. I can do up downs. I can eat a bug. I can do Bean Boozled. I can do saltines. We can do all these. I don't have wasabi. That's not a thing. It's only a handful of you guys do in dry January, which is fine. No judgment either way or the other. All right, let's just spin it. Bean Boozled it is. These are probably getting close to stale at this point. Let's erase this for now. All right, we'll do 3. 3 is kind of our stand. Oh, dropping some. Let's... Ah! No! Zazu, don't eat that. Oh, well, Zazu got a blue one. He's either getting toothpaste or... toothpaste or blueberry. Oh, does he not like it? All right. I'm not going to eat... There only one hit the floor. Zazu got it. What do you think, Zazu? Did you like it? He ate it. All right. 1, 2. He liked it. If he didn't like it, he wouldn't have eaten it. I do not like the ones that I picked. So we got this one, which is either birthday cake or dirty dishwater. No, Zazu, no. We got this one, which is either... No! Off. This one, which is either toasted marshmallow or stink bug. Or this one, which is either cappuccino or liver and onions. There's a fiery bamboozled, like spicy. All right, let's start with birthday cake or dirty dishwater. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. Ooh, that's actually really good, too. That's tasty. I don't even like jelly beans. That's a tasty jelly bean. That's a tasty jelly bean. I'm going to do the cappuccino or liver and onion ones next. Remember, by the way, there is a liver and onions smoothie happening at some point in the off season because we hit $40,000 raised. That's cappuccino. All right. Way to go. Way to go, Bean Boozled. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2, puppy. Deal with the chat. Deal with it. Although I'll be honest, if this I saved this one for last because it's the one I'm dreading the most. Because stink bug, not a good one. And if that's the one that has to be the last one in my mouth, not going to be pleasant. All right. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug? What the? That is not what I thought stink bug was going to taste like. It's not. No. It's certainly not marshmallow. It's like. Oh, what is that? That is so weird. What is that? I didn't know what a stink. Okay, well that. There you go. Rancid cilantro? I mean, maybe? I don't know, so... Yeah, I don't like that. And of course, the worst part about jelly beans is they stay in your frickin' teeth forever. Ugh. All right, we'll do one more spin. Maybe I'll do one at the end as well. We are down to 7 left. There's 7 left and 2 Extreme Wheel of Pains that we still have to do. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let me get a belt. 10 up downs it is. That's right, it's a lock. Y'all want the saltines. What? I guess I just do Gridiron Heroes again. We're going to put this one real tight. Move the chair out of the way. Zazu, you're not going to want to be in the way either. No, we're good. No butt crack. All right, we're going to push the table back a little bit. We're going to bring the camera real close. Whoa, real close. Now you guys are going to make comments about my feet. Is that too close? Why do I feel like we're more zoomed in than normal? What's happening here? Maybe we'll back up a little bit. We are like super zoomed in. What happened? Whatever. There's not really a good way to get this. Maybe if I put it over here. Look at that. Is that better? Like if I go down, is that good? Is that good enough? Toe cleavage is a thing. You guys are gross. No, you guys are. I feel violated right now. Stop looking at me like this. Was that a good angle? We'll do it from here. I don't know if you guys said that was a good angle or not. I can't even see chat right now. So there's the dog. Like big boy. All right, you gotta get out of the way. Go. What are you guys saying, you pervs? It's a great angle. Okay. All right, here we go. 10 up downs. Starting now. Here we go. 1, 2. Stop, get out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoo! What happened? Do-over? Why a do-over? Did Zazu get in the way? Oh, I see what... I hit the zoomed in button. That's why we were so zoomed in. The camera knocked over. I'm not doing them again. Well, too bad. I have to get him again next time, I guess. Stop it. That's funny that that's now happened twice, where you haven't been able to actually see them. But it happened. You're going to have to deal with it. And now we're going to get back to the game. What, you think this heavy breathing is acting too?
Down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
How dare you put me on the same level as Brad Allen? That's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going.
Little play action. Got to get rid of it. Will not, and he'll get crushed by Harrison Phillips.
Because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for
Goff
us
is
during this
slow to
game?
get up there.
Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr.
By the way, this is
Davis.
my Twitch bottle. Twitch partner. It's got a whole bunch of stickers on it. Most of them I think you should leave related.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards
That's
to
a
go
streamer.
now
That's
on
from a streamer.
second down.
Shout out to twitch.tv/TomThinks. Turn it upfield.
Taken in by Laporta.
Okay, Laporta. Setting up a third and manageable.
When we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah,
Can't believe you guys think I would scam you like that. I thought I'd earned your trust, chat.
Used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
All right, big third down here to start the third quarter. Plenty of time for Goff. Gonna find Sam Laporta, who between two defenders somehow shoves his way to get a first down. That's a heck of a play from the Rook, the Pro Bowl tight end.
Talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
By the way, Zombie Slayer, thank you for the follow.
On first and 10.
Lions going right back to the pass game. Dropped. An easy play there. Just dropped. I think that was Donovan Peoples-Jones.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears
Bobbert,
right now.
thank you for the 30-month subscribe to us over here on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. To throw is Goff.
Oh my God, a moonball from Goff. Hits him stride, but David Montgomery couldn't bring it down with really good coverage by Bynum there.
There and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
No, I think CJ Stroud is still going to win it pretty handily, Dan, in terms of Offensive Rookie of the Year.
To the air again, Goff.
3rd and 10, check down to David Montgomery, and he's going to come up 6 yards short. And unless a very aggressive version of Dan Campbell has arrived, that is going to be an opening drive punt here to the 3rd quarter.
I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That would have been something if Decker was mic'd up.
Punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Powell.
Given the season results, do you want a playoff primetime game? I don't. Selfishly, I don't. Primetime games are really tough for writers, and I'd rather not. I know they've played well on primetime, but they've also played some bad teams on primetime. Oh my goodness, is that Jack Campbell? It sure is. I mean, they played obviously the Chiefs, but
they need to take advantage of it.
the other ones were what? Packers, Raiders, Broncos, and then Dallas. I don't know.
From the 20, here's the second.
Yeah, I'd love a 1 p.m. Sunday. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe Lions-Packers is a 1 p.m. Sunday game. If it's Rams, it's going to be prime time. Oh my gosh, Nicholas, the ball's on the ground. Pick it up. Are we calling that a sack? Why? Okay. What's this? Okay, so they didn't call it incomplete. If they didn't call it incomplete, how's that not just a fumble? That ball's... What is that, like their 6th sack of the game? Tucker roll. If they get a night game, I prefer it to either be Saturday or Sunday. Please don't give me the Monday night game. It's the only one I don't want. Deep shot. He finds him. Wow, he caught it. Is that Addison? My goodness. Picks up 29 on 3rd and 16. Pretty decent coverage there. Lions not playing too deep there. Just left Cam Sutton on an island. Interesting defensive call there. How you guys feeling about us now that Houston seems likely to be out in the wild card? I wouldn't say I'd say it's like a 50-50 shot.
Now we've got movement.
False start.
And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Good job, Ford Field crowd.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm very curious what the crowd is going to be like tomorrow. Like, are we just going to get a ton of boos for the officiating? Are we going to get, like, a very hyped-up crowd because it's the first home game since the NFC North crown? I think it could go either way.
Diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they
going to the game because tickets are affordable for once? Yeah. Relatively low stakes, that makes sense.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
Can he get to the corner? No, he cannot. Charles Harris having a game. A pair of sacks and now a tackle for loss, and he's doing a weird-looking celebration.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the
Yeah, it could just be a subdued crowd because, yeah, there are no stakes. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be very weird energy. Another 3rd and long here for the Vikings. They just converted a 3rd and 16. Lions sending pressure from behind. It's, of all people, Will Harris who gets the sack. And the Lions are up to like 7 sacks on the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again.
Mullins is lucky to hold on to that ball, getting tackled from behind like that. But the Lions defense gets off the field again. Just an absolute dominant performance from the pass rush. Now the offense needs to get things going. And you can see Frank Ragnow dancing on the sidelines as the Vikings prepare to punt. Khalif will catch this one at the 19. Runs up a couple yards before he's tackled down at the 28-yard line, and that's where Jared Goff and the Lions offense will start for their second drive of the second half.
To take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches,
Lions go 2 tight ends to Goff's left, send Amon-Ra in motion, gives to David Montgomery, and he is smacked in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Ivan Pace Jr. with the tackle, his third of the game.
Be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front.
Yes, Shredder's Rage. I had pointed that out on Twitter. So Brad, whatever, called the game right after the Lions got screwed in the illegal hands to the face game in Green Bay. And so this crew took over the home game right after that game and was just consistently booed from kickoff because of what happened the previous week. So it is kind of funny that that crew is in the position again to get booed by something that his crew didn't even do.
A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
I think the plan is for J-Mo to be the number 2. Goff panicking, throws to the sideline, throws it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And when you're in a one-score
Is J-Mo the number 2? I don't know. Do they plan on him being the number 2? Probably.
And that's a smart decision.
Jeremy, do you think AG winning that poll kind of validates him? It certainly validates him as a leader. I think it certainly validates him as a head coaching candidate. It doesn't necessarily validate him as a defensive coordinator because... Oh, another free play for the Lions. They're going to give this one to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to turn the corner, pick up 8. Kind of puts you in an interesting situation here. Do you take 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 8? I think you probably take the 2nd and 5. 3rd and 3, I mean. And they do take 2nd and 5. But anyways, back to AG. Like,
Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5
I think
now after the offside special.
I think most people's issue with AG isn't the way he coaches players; it's the way he calls a game. Jonah Jackson gets in the way of David Montgomery and
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves
Jared Goff, and they're back to a 3rd and 3 anyways.
Defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire
What do you think about Bugs going to KC? Good for him, man. He has a chance to catch on there and maybe get some playing time in the playoffs.
About that one, he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
on 3rd down they go.
Nice. David Montgomery picks up the first down and a lot more. Picks up about 10, 12 yards there. Panay Sewell gives him the first down sign, and David Montgomery up to 60 yards so far in the day. Does it mean anything that Ben Johnson wasn't on the poll? No. I think he's a little bit harder on the players. And I just mean that in like a screamy, yelly sense. Not that he holds them more accountable or anything like that. And so I can see why he'd be maybe a little bit more abrasive of a coach. But like the thing that Aaron Glenn has is 10 years of playing experience. Like that garners him so much respect. Hits Amon-Ra there, tight window. Gets the Lions down to the 21-yard line, and they're in business as we cross over into the 4th quarter here. I mean, so Krolik asked where Harbaugh and Ben Johnson end up. If you kind of believe the tea leaves or the rumors, I mean, Ben Johnson clearly seems like Carolina's pick. I don't know if that feeling is mutual based on what happened last year. And a lot of people are speculating Harbaugh to the Chargers, right? I think Ben Johnson, like if I had to guess right now, I think Ben Johnson has a bigger chance of getting that Chargers job than Harbaugh does. And so if I had to guess where those two end up, I would guess that Ben Johnson goes to Los Angeles to coach the Chargers, and Harbaugh, after another coaching carousel, remains at Michigan. That's my semi-educated guess. Wide open! Amon-Ra! Did he get both feet in? He did! Touchdown, Detroit Lions, and he's doing the Billy Bounce. I love it.
And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Look at that dart, and just no one on Amon-Ra. 1 step, 2 step, he's in. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. It's a 14-3 ball game. Extra point pending.
Touchdown, and it happened right there.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT.
Kellen Moore becomes the OC in Detroit. That'd be funny.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
It's fair to wonder about Bieniemy and how much impact he had on the Chiefs, right? They should be a much better offense than it seems like, but you're right also that those receivers are not helping anybody. And, of course, they still won the division, so it's not like it's chaos. But that defense is actually pretty good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, I think that's true, Woodchuck. And that's why I held out hope when the Lions went up the Patriot tree, because in the past, part of the reason why some of the Patriots cast-offs never worked is because their coach wasn't on the same page as their GM. And so I thought, like, once Bob Quinn was like, all right, let's get Matt Patricia in here, like, they'd see things similar and lead, maybe it would be different this time. But it just turned out to be that Arrested Development main where it's, nah, it didn't work for any of those people, but maybe it'll work for us.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There are a lot of offsides and false starts in this Madden. What I know about Tanner Engstrom, and he's supposed to be internal replacement for Ben Johnson. It's possible. They are certain. I mean, they increased his. They made him pass game coordinator this year, right? Like, so they're clearly putting more on his plate to make him a better coach overall. Whether that means he'd be the de facto offensive coordinator, I don't think there's a guarantee there. There is something about his presence that doesn't feel quite as effective leadership-wise as Ben Johnson. That's just my own personal feeling based on press conferences, which is not exactly the best way to judge a person, but there are some times when someone steps up to the podium where, like, you can see this person can command a room. Aaron Glenn has that. Kelvin Shepard has that. I don't quite see it yet in Tanner. That doesn't mean he can't develop it. That doesn't mean he isn't doing it behind the scenes, but I haven't seen it. But in terms of, like, X's and O's and stuff, like, I think he's qualified for sure. Ooh. I thought maybe Will Harris was going to jump that. Jim Schwartz might get another crack at it. I'm curious about him. I'm curious about the Vikings defensive coordinator. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. I'm tired. But yeah, I mean, maybe that Brian Flores. So, like, that's... I'm crossing my fingers that someone takes Brian Flores out of Minnesota. Because what he did with this Vikings defense this year is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I know they haven't been playing well in the past month or so, but that is not a talented defense. That is not a defense with a lot of marquee players. You got one and a half, because I would like, obviously you have Danielle Hunter, you have Harrison Smith, but Harrison Smith is towards the end of his career. That is it in terms of, like, really, really good players. And he created something, like, he created a defense that was number one over a stretch of, like, 8 weeks. Lions get a stop here, create a 4th and inches scenario. You have to imagine with 5 and change left, the Vikings absolutely have to go for it here. Too long for a field goal. They're going to go shotgun here. Lions only got a 4-man front. Probably a favorable run look if the Vikings want to do that, but they're going to pass. Looking. He's still looking. He's going to try to escape for it. He's got a path right up the middle. Dives down to the 33-yard line. Vikings still alive.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium?
So Kid asked, is Kelvin Shepard the heir apparent for DC when Glenn takes the New England job? That's a tough question, too, because it's almost like the opposite situation of Tanner, where Kelvin Shepard has all the intangibles you want of a coordinator or coach, but he doesn't have a ton of the experience. He's only been out of his playing days for like 4 years. And so it's a little early for a guy like Kelvin Shepherd, but I think that's certainly where like his trajectory is headed. And I'm not sure who the other candidates in-house would be either. Mullins looking. Plenty of time. Now comes the pass rush. Here comes Levi again. What a throw! Oh, but it's broken up by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Really good arm strength there from Nick Mullins and found a target, but C.J. Gardner-Johnson with just a better defensive play. John Fox, I don't know. John Fox, because like once you become that like senior defensive assistant, to me that's like, okay, you're on the downswing of your career. We don't want you doing too much. You're just going to be assistant here. It's possible. I mean, he certainly has the experience. But to me, once you hit that senior defensive assistant, it's like, okay, you're not the future of our coaching staff. You're just a consultant. Because a lot of those guys do it for a year and then jump to another place and do it for a year and do it for a new year. Lions send in the house. Good blitz pickup from the Vikings, but he overthrows his target. Incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 7 with pretty much the ball game on the line here. Although the Vikings could kick a field goal here and make it an 8-point game.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives.
They are going to kick the field goal here to try to make it an 8-point game with 3:52 remaining.
Still yet to find the end zone.
And it is up and good. 14-6 Detroit Lions. A little bit less than 4 minutes left. Both teams have all their timeouts. So this game is not over.
Time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Man, it would be nice if we could somehow get Jair. Ooh. I know he's a personality. And maybe the Lions shy away from someone who's rocking the boat like that, but in terms of a player, Jair would be perfect. Khalif finds a little bit of a naily there, all the way across the 30. Chat, we have a kick return beyond the 30-yard line. Can the Lions offense close this one out with the ball in their hands? They're going to start with a run to Montgomery. He's tackled in the backfield there. Jason Kabinda did not get to his block in time. 2nd and 12. 2-yard loss on the play. Clock is running though. Vikings choosing not to use their timeouts yet.
Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense.
I'll take Jair or Jalen Johnson. I wonder if Jalen Johnson has to be at least a little bit more happy with where things stand in Chicago. But he obviously wants to get paid too, so. Did he get out of bounds? No, the clock is still running. It looked like he had gotten out of bounds, but they're going to call his forward progress stopped inbounds. Clock will run inside 3 minutes now as the Lions face a critical 3rd and 7.
Because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Oh, got him to jump. That's huge.
Up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
That's huge. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Jonathan Bullard with a critical mistake, and now the Lions have the whole playbook in front of them for a critical down, and I believe the clock is going to start running again as well. We're at 2:30. Nope, it's not going to run. Lions going shotgun. Jahmyr Gibbs to Goff's right. Snap, they are going to throw it. Looking to pass, throws it, finds a wide open Josh Reynolds, who breaks a tackle down to the Vikings 39-yard line, forces them to use a timeout. 2:30 left, 1st down, Detroit Lions.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Kid, that's a good question about Dave Phipp. I mean, special teams coordinators get looks at head coaching jobs so infrequently that I doubt it.
Not totally home free yet,
But he's a
it's
good
looking
coach.
as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Goff gonna throw it. The Lions choose not to try to bleed Minnesota's timeout, and they throw it. Now, granted, the Vikings could have stopped the clock 3 times there, but you'd think you want him to get at least to use a timeout there or two. Becoming the Cowboys, that's right.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff.
They're throwing again. Trying to end it with a passing game, and that's a catch! Donovan Peoples-Jones with another big catch in a big moment, and the Lions are down to the 24-yard line. Forget about the clock. Now the Lions are in field goal range. They can make this a 2-score game. 2:22 left. The Vikings have one more timeout. This game is just about over. You thought the Lions were... They're still going to pass the ball. And he finds Sam Laporta. Montgomery down inside the 10-yard line. Vikings use their last timeout, and Montgomery is flapping his arms like a bird.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Yeah, Josh, I think there is kind of this perception right now that the Vikings have just like, they're done. Last week was their shot. They didn't look good, and they've got such a long shot. They play action. Look at Dan Campbell dialing up some aggression when he doesn't have to, and that's James Mitchell with the score and the spike, and the Lions. They're trying to put on a show for this team, this crowd, on NFC North banner-raising night. The Lions could have ran out the clock, and Ben Johnson says, no, sir.
Badgley on for the extra point.
That kick is up, and it is good. 21-6 Detroit Lions. Not looking good for those of you who took the Vikings plus 3.5.
Touchdown.
Was Decker eligible on that play? .2:12 left in this ball game. Vikings are out of timeouts, which means the rest of this one is pretty much just a formality. But I'd like to remind our audience we will do one more spin on the Wheel of Pain after this game is over, so do not go anywhere. We will distribute channel points. We'll do one more spin on the Wheel of Pain, and we will get out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your Saturday with some good NFL games on. I can't put Teddy in. I can't do it myself. By the way, Spielman, I forgot. Hopefully you're still here. Thank you for the 20 months. Subscribe to us on Twitch. It says Super Bowl bound, baby. Mullins needs a big chunk. Not going to get it out of this one. He's just going to check it down to Madison. Good open field tackle there from Will Harris, who's getting a lot of playing time in this game. Tackles him inbounds, which will take us to the 2-minute warning. No, I would never want to be a coach, Ketchy. Absolutely not. I'm not a good leader. I don't want those kind of hours. I don't want that kind of pressure and lack of job security. Oh, KJ Osborne with a nice catch and gets out of bounds. But yeah, no, it's the job of an NFL coach is extremely stressful. And also, by the way, I am absolutely not qualified. So I would be in over my head. I don't have a leadership personality for a position like that. I'd be extremely anxious all the time about job security. So kind of a nightmare job, to be completely honest. As Mullen throws this one away, pressured by basically everyone on the defensive line.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap.
Yeah, exactly. Experiment.
It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
Do any of our receivers have incentives to be reached tomorrow? I don't know, Karen.
try and get
I don't
plays off in quick succession.
I don't have access to individual contracts like some reporters do. Little deep shot for Jefferson, overthrows him though. Decent coverage there from Kendall Vildor, who, by the way, I believe has had Jefferson all game and has done a relatively good job. It's really been KJ Osborne and a little bit of Addison that has hurt Detroit. Obviously not hurt too much. The Vikings only have 2 field goals.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Gonna go deep again. This one an out route, incomplete, good coverage. And that's gonna force a 4th and 10 here. Last chance for the Vikings here. I didn't see that, JP. Josh Reynolds apparently has one with 26 yards and a touchdown. I know Adam Schefter is tweeting a bunch about him right now. Incentives, that is. 4th down, Mullins back to pass. Plenty of time, going to throw up the middle field, finds a receiver there. That's Addison, I believe, down inside the lines, 25-yard line. Minute 30 left is Brandon Powell, actually, former Detroit Lion. Former Lion on Lion crime there. But the clock continues to run here. Minute 20 left.
And what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route to Jefferson.
Nice little out route there. Jefferson finally gets back on the scoreboard there. Only, I want to see how many catches he has. Show it to me. 5 catches for 30 yards. If you can hold Justin Jefferson to 30 yards on 5 catches, you'll take that 10 out of 10 times. Clock continues to run here. Vikings go no huddle. Down inside the lines, 15-yard line. They're going to spike the ball. 48 seconds left.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
All right. Mullins again. 3-man rush from Detroit. He's going to check this one down. Broken up there. Nice hit from Alex Anzalone. That is your 4th alternate Pro Bowler right there, baby.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right
Ford
now.
Field. Bring in the noise. Mullins back to pass. Throws to his left at the feet of Brandon Powell. Incomplete, and now it's 4th and 10 again. Lions with an opportunity to hold the Vikings out of the end zone for the entire game here. One more stop will do it, and then it's victory formation until the playoffs. Nick the Greek, thank you for the bit. This quantity football. It's ruining your marriage. I'm sorry. Oh, wide open. Jordan Addison breaks the streak of touchdownless football for the Vikings. It's just quantity. Let's be honest. It's just quantity.
Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a one.
All right, this is an excessive celebration for a team that is about to get knocked out of the playoffs.
Exactly right, and if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to.
Who would you say is the most exciting player on the Lions?
Yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
On the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Because like what Amon-Ra does, what Sam Laporta does, even to an extent what Penei Sewell does, but it isn't like spectacular to the eye. There's nothing that like they just do everything perfectly, and it almost makes it look easy. What was that onside kick? It went 2 yards. What was?
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now
it went literally 2 yards. And one knee will do.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to
That was
game,
the best onside kick I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to need a clip of that, chat.
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up.
Are they going to run a note? Don't give Goff another negative 1 yard. Don't do it. Don't snap it. Thank you.
Get to share it with the home team.
All right, that'll do it for the ball game. Again, we're going to do one more spin on the wheel of pain to get out of here. We'll have 6 left after that, not including 2 extreme wheel of pains. The Lions walk away with this one, 21-13. Look at some player stats real quick. Mullins, only 1 interception, but not a very accurate football game. Only a 70.9 passer rating, 55 completion percentage. Decent game from both top running backs here. Tyson Chandler, 7.1 a carry. Montgomery's 5.3, and Gibbs only had 1 carry. Sam Laporta and Jordan Addison, your 2 top receivers in this game. Decent game from Josh Reynolds as well. Pretty quiet from Amon-Ra, although I thought he had 2 touchdowns. I'm fairly certain. No, I guess he didn't. Why did I think he had 2 touchdowns? He did, didn't he? Am I tripping? What was the score to this game? He did have 3 touchdowns, didn't he? What? Oh, I bet it's a glitch because it was originally called it incomplete. Right? That's what has to have happened. Because it was originally called incomplete. They overturned it. And now, instead of having 3 touchdown passes, he has 2, which he definitely had 3. Let's look at all the sacks in this game. Charles Harris and Levi Onwuzurike both with 2. Will Harris with 1. Aleem got 1. Derek Barnes got 1. And that's it for sacks on the game. But anyways, that is pretty funny that Madden is that broken that it didn't realize that an overturned touchdown became a touchdown. Madden, if you're watching, what's up? I'm not saying this is because you didn't give me the free game this year, but maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe you give me the game next year and there's less bugs that I exploit. All right. Tetris next. I wonder if it should work if I open Streamlabs on my laptop, right? And just spin the wheel from there. You guys really want saltines, huh? All right, I'll give you guys your channel points too. Give me a second. Lions minus 3.5 is your winner. There you go. Channel points have been distributed. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to make them all saltines, but I'll make them half. I'll give you half. We'll take away whipped cream. We'll take away, we'll make it 60%. We'll take away up downs as well. So Bugs, Bean Boozled, and Saltine Serenade. There you go. You got that whole white section. I did remove up downs. Eat Bugs, Bean Boozled, and Saltine Serenade. Thomas J. Hutchins, thank you for the 15-month subscribe to the channel. Says playoffs. Playoffs? We're just trying to win a game. I haven't had hot sauce on here all year. So the year before, I did Shot of Hot Sauce, and during the charity marathon stream, I probably did it like 6 times, and I was legit worried about the lining of my stomach. I was in a lot of pain. So I decided not to do it this year. All right, here we go. 3. It was worse than wasabi, yes. 3, 2, 1. There you go. We tipped the scales and we got what we wanted. All right, let me go get a bunch of saltines. I'll be right back. So I'll be honest, I bought this huge box of saltines in preparation of Movember. And I'd eaten almost none of them during all of Movember, and then I got sick last week, and all I was eating is saltines and broth. And so I have less than I expected to have, but I have plenty still, so we're good. What was that? Okay. So am I singing Gridiron Heroes? Is that what I'm doing? Wow. Penei Sewell and Frank Ragnow are the first pair of Detroit Lions offensive linemen to make the Pro Bowl in consecutive seasons in the Super Bowl era. The more I read that out, it became less impressive. I thought it was the first pair of offensive linemen, not Detroit Lions offensive linemen. No. I have to sing that song later. All right. Is this going to be enough? This should be enough, right? Like this whole sleeve? That's going to be enough. There we go. Was it worth it, chat? It was. Okay. It reminded me of those videos of the people who take a spoonful of cinnamon and the cinnamon challenge, and they're able to hold it in there for like 2 seconds, and then it's just a cloud of dust. Zazu's just licking my pants, which are also all covered. You want a little bit? You have a little bit. There you go, buddy. All right. So we're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to handle our post-game show tomorrow. We're obviously not going to go live during the 4:30 games. We're obviously going to go live after them at some point when we know who the Lions' first-round opponent is going to be. But I have to be on call for a lot of things too. Like once that's decided, I have to write a whole bunch. We have to wait for the schedule to come out. What we'll probably end up doing is a short, 30-minute stream recapping all of Sunday, and then a longer, bigger stream probably Tuesday. I know we don't want to do it on Monday night because of the Michigan game. So that'll be kind of like more of a preview, like a full podcast preview of just us. And then we'll still have First Bite later in the week. So in terms of podcast schedule, I'm still spitting things up on literally inside my microphone. Short stream after the game, after the 4 p.m. games, maybe before Sunday Night Football. Nothing Monday. Tuesday, we'll try to do the midweek mailbag. I'm not entirely sure. Tuesday night, maybe. Provisionally speaking at this point. Tuesday night, main POD cast. Thursday night, First Bite with a guest. And then, depending on when the Lions game is, we'll figure out Madden Sim. But we'll either do Madden Sim Friday night or this time on Saturday. We'll try to get the mailbag in on Tuesday. I haven't asked Eric about his availability, but I would like to get that in obviously as well. So that's kind of the basic schedule of where we're at. I can't commit 100% to any of those things, but that's, in my mind, that's how things are going to play out. We're going to have 8 o'clock-ish tomorrow, a quick podcast just being like, hey, this is what happened. This is the matchup. This is what we're excited about. This is what we're not excited about. Blah, 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 blah. Storyline. Tuesday, midweek mailbag in the afternoon. Main POD cast playoff edition special. Tuesday night. Thursday, First Bite. And then either Friday night or Saturday morning for the Madden Sim. That's the plan. So mark it down in your schedules. Since we provide so much quantity football talk, just a little bit of quality. But anyways, that's our plan. It's a lock. We'll see you guys tomorrow around 8 p.m. when we know who the Lions will be hosting in the first round